go whenever.
Yep.
The youth program review is well underway.
Oh my god.
We need your say. Over the last 12 months, the fundamentals of Scouting have been investigated, and some key recommendations need member input, whilst the rest of the review continues to occur.
What are the fundamentals?
What should I know about them?
How do they impact on me, my crew, troop or unit?
The fundamentals are the purpose, principle and method in Scouting, the basis on which the entire program is developed. It includes the promise and law.
The majority of Scouts Australia members think the organisation should be open to all, regardless of their religious affiliation. 88% agreeing membership should be open to all people, even if they do not believe in a God.
It's clear that current members want Scouts Australia to be an inclusive organisation. But what about the wider community?
Research conducted by McCrindle and BDRC Jones Donald suggests the wider community is looking for programs that develop life skills in youth.
Something that can complement their school education. Scouting needs to engage youth and push their boundaries. We need to be doing something.
The mission of Scouting is to contribute to the education of young people through a value system based on the Scout promise and law, and to help build a better world where people are self-fulfilled as individuals and to play a constructive role in society.
Initial YPR surveys suggested that 45% of members wanted to change the duty to God line in the promise, whilst over 50% wanted to the Queen of Australia changed.
In a follow-up survey conducted in late 2014, less than 15% of respondents preferenced the phrasing, "to do my duty to," whilst only 13% of members preferenced any reference to God. This identified a desire for a new approach to this part of the promise.
Scouting Ireland has introduced new promises recently, and so have the UK. But why remove the Queen of Australia? The Queen has been an optional part of our promise for at least the last decade, with over 50% of respondents suggesting this phrase needs to change, and less than 12% support this principle in the follow-up survey. We need to think about the reason it featured in the first place. At the time Baden-Powell created the promise, the monarch was seen as a neutral figurehead, not associated with politics.
WASM requires us to have a Scout promise inspired by the original promise created by Baden-Powell, recognising the three core principles of Scouting: duty to God, duty to others, and duty to self.
If we want to be inclusive, then we need to make sure spiritual development is inclusive. This has been redefined to read: spirituality refers to the feelings or beliefs of a person regarding their purpose in life, connections to others, and place in the world around them. These spiritual feelings or beliefs may change as a person develops and guides their actions throughout life. This means that spirituality, spiritual development, and duty to God aren't just about religion. Even if you're not a religious person, you can be part of Scouting, and indeed, this part of Scouting.
As a result of member consultation and surveying, promise alterations have been developed. These promises need to be inclusive and, according to members asked so far, should cover all members of Scouts Australia regardless of their age. We would have one promise across the whole of Scouts in Australia.
Option 1. On my honour, I promise to do my best, be true to my spiritual beliefs, contribute to my community, and live by the Scout law.
Option 2. On my honour, I promise that I will do my best to be true to my spiritual beliefs, to contribute to my community, my country, and our world, to help other people, and to live by the Scout law.
If we're having one promise across Scouts Australia, then it seems we should have one law too.
Previous research has told us that not all of the current laws are relatable to Scouts and society today. In particular, a lot of people seem to think thrifty as a bit of an old-fashioned word. The options suggested have come together with values we found to be important to both Scouting and non-Scouting members of our community.
Option 1. Scouts are friendly. Scouts exercise honesty, fairness, and loyalty. Scouts are resourceful, responsible, and trustworthy. Scouts treat others and the environment with care and respect.
Option 2. A Scout is honest. A Scout is trustworthy. A Scout is responsible. A Scout is considerate. A Scout is loyal. A Scout is caring. A Scout is friendly. A Scout is resourceful. A Scout is fair. A Scout is respectful to themselves, the community, and the environment.
Now we need your feedback on these alternatives in both the promise and law. What do you like about them? What don't you like? And which would you prefer to say?
Baden-Powell wanted Scouting to be contemporary and relevant, so during his lifetime he changed many things.
So let's bring Scouting in Australia into the 21st century. Tell your friends, tell your leaders, tell your group.
Spread the message to all your friends in Scouting. We need your input in these changes to help us make an informed decision on where Scouts Australia should be heading in the future.
All comments should be returned by the 31st of December at ypr.scouts.com.au/promiselaw.
Don't miss your chance to have a say.